Christmas Eve and Smudge is home. He got home very late last night, but I asked Damien to wake me up as soon as he got home. And he came in to say hello, and I chatted to Sophie and patted him. And then he came back and he wanted to sleep in my bed for a little while. I was very happy. He's having his porky chew right now. But what I'm going to do, excuse me as I pan you around, trying to be slow. There's my coffee. There's that Smudge's collar. He doesn't wear it all the time, he doesn't like it. I'm going to decorate it today in some sort of fabric so that he has a Christmas outfit to wear tomorrow. I was going to put tinsel on it, but I think that might get itchy for him. So today, Christmas Eve, the box tells us so. What have we got for today? White tea, coconut and passion fruit. Sounds yummy. Nice and tropical. It cooled down a lot last night, which was lovely, and it stayed, so it's got a lovely, lovely cool breeze. I've got all the windows open. So we shall see. I think it's going to be 36 today and 35 tomorrow, which I think that'd be like low 90s Fahrenheit. So yeah, it's going to be warm. But right now, very, very cool and lovely. So let's get opening. This is very exciting. Second last Advent day. It's decaf tea, and the card says it's decaf because I need to get my sleep or Santa won't come. What a great idea. So it's a lovely tin. It's black tea with vanilla. And my friend says it makes a really nice iced tea as well, which might be particularly good for a hot day here for this Christmas season. So that's lovely. So I've got 2 teas to make now. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Today is going to be busy. Got all my cooking, food prep to do, but I'm going into it with a relaxed attitude. I'm determined to enjoy the day and not stress out. Oh gosh, I have a story to tell. I may have told this on the podcast in previous Christmases, I don't remember. About 6 or 7 Christmases ago, in that whole period of life, I didn't know how to manage my stress very well. And everything was so stressful for Christmas. It all had to be, exactly how I'd planned it. And there was no buffer room. There was no time for anything to be done. So it's, a great example on how to not live deliberately. And I had the menu all planned, and this was when we ate meat. So I'd ordered 2 roast chickens, like cooked from the shops. And I got to the shops, and it was chaos, Christmas Eve shopping chaos. And I got to the chicken counter, and there were a million people there waiting. And I just called out. I said, "Oh, I've got order number, whatever." And the serving person said, "Oh, the chickens aren't going to be ready for another half an hour." And I just turned around and burst into tears. I was so wound up and so stressed, and so, everything had to be done by a set time because there was no time to allow for anything else, that I burst into tears in the middle of Woolworths shopping centre. And Mum was there with me. She was helping me shop. This is obviously pre-Alzheimer's. And she just put her hand on me. She goes, "It's okay. It's half an hour's fine. We've got other shopping to do." And I was embarrassed in the middle of a shopping centre. So I was like, yep, it's fine. But after that year, I vowed that Christmas would be easier and more relaxed. And yes, since then, I've gotten into slow living and being more relaxed and deliberate anyway. So I do look back on that time as, oh dear. So yes, there will be no tears today. There will be no stress. It's going to be busy. I know that. I know there's a lot to do. But I'm going to take my time. I'm going to enjoy the process. I'm going to be grateful for the fact I have all this food in the house, and I'll be coming together with the loved ones tomorrow. Really thinking about how wonderful it all is. And it's going to be really good food too. That's, in my own opinion of my cooking, but, just the recipes are really, really yummy. And I'm also going to take some time to choose what yarn I want for the Christmas Eve cast on that Danny Little Bobbins invented and hosts, and it's so wonderful that so many people participate in. So I must decide but that will be later because I'm going to focus and concentrate on what needs doing first. So first off now, we're going to finish our coffee and then we're going to get going with it. Okay, I've got my list. This is my menu. There'll be other food as well that my brother will bring. He'll bring the omnivore stuff. I'm making the vegetarian. Although we have got ham sandwiches, those are for Sophie. She will have ham sandwiches and sushi. That's what she likes for Christmas. Got my vegetarian roast and vegan gravy. I love that roast, it's so good. I'm pretty sure I still have the link. I'll put that in the show notes because it's really tasty. So I've got my list of things I'm doing today and then the things that we need to do tomorrow. For example, I'm going to bake the nut roast tomorrow, build and dress the salads, all that sort of thing, make the sandwiches. Let's get as much done today as possible, chop and prepare everything, and then we can just build it fresh tomorrow so it doesn't go soggy. Which will hopefully mean that tomorrow is quite relaxed and there's just a little bit of busyness before we eat, and then it's all good. So my shopping list, the last few things I need to get, the fresh ingredients. I've just made another coffee and then I'm going to head off to the shops. I've just got a local shop which, even if it's busy, it's not too big, so it should be okay. And here's Smudgy. He might help later. We can tell it's summer in Australia when the coconut oil is liquidy. So much easier now, I can just scoop it on. These are the things that make me happy. What I'm going to scoop it onto now is some cauliflower. I've just put the tomatoes in the oven. Those were little cherry tomatoes that are going in a penne pasta salad. Sorry, I meant to say penne pesto salad. But even having said that, I'm not using penne pasta. I'm using some spiral buckwheat pasta. But anyway, that's for a salad. Whereas the cauliflower, I'm not sure what I'm doing with it yet, but I wanted to be able to utilize the heat in the oven efficiently, especially in summer. Because I said it's cooler this morning, so that's why I'm doing all my baking now, to hopefully then get that heat out of the house. But yes, I didn't want to just do tomatoes, so I wanted to use the oven for something else. So these are about to go in. I'm just going to put some salt and pepper and turmeric on it. I might have some for lunch, and then otherwise I'll just serve the rest tomorrow, probably just at room temperature as a side dish. YarnderWoman loves cauliflower, specifically cauliflower cheese, which I won't be making, but she does love cauliflower, and roasting cauliflower is delicious. If you haven't done it before, I highly recommend it. Just chop it up, put coconut oil, or oil of your choice, but coconut oil's the best because it doesn't go toxic when it heats. And then, yeah, salt, pepper, any kind of flavouring you want. Roast till it's soft. Delicious. I've got Toriyama's playing. The tomatoes are out, so I'm going to put those on a plate to cool because these are for the salad, so I don't need them today. But there is lots of lovely coconut oil and tomato juices, so I'm going to scoop that out and put it in a jar because I'll definitely be able to use that for something else. It'll have beautiful flavours. So I've got my breadcrumbs ready, as you saw in that photo. Yep. Damien's home from dropping Sophie at work, so Smudge is excited. Now I'm cooking the onion and garlic, and I'll stop recording because Smudge is getting very excited. Smudge is barking because Damien's extending the table. This dining table I got from Mum's. It was actually her great, can't remember how many grandmothers, so it's been in the family for quite a while, and it extends with a panel. But that makes a lot of noise, so Smudgy's scared. So here is the veggie roast. It looks a little bit like a whale shark in shape. Like here's its little fin. It's not really a whale shark. Yes, so I'm going to roll this up. It's got coconut oil on the alfoil, and I've got another one to go here, and then I'll put those in the fridge and then we can bake them tomorrow, all set for the lunch. I'm now making the vegan gravy. So I've got the porcini mushrooms that I've rehydrated, and then there's onion, garlic, arrowroot flour, thyme, parsley and sage, and vegetable stock. And so I'll be blitzing it up, and then you add a little bit of almond milk at the end just to make it a bit creamy. So the gravy's finished. I've blitzed it with the stick blender. I've added the almond milk, so it's a bit more of a creamy look. It's got little bits of chunks of the mushroom and whatnot, but it's mostly smooth. So that's all set now. We can just heat it up tomorrow. And the next thing I'll be making is the pesto dressing to go on the salad. A couple of weeks ago, I attended a session with Chrissy Ballinger of the Inspired Little Pot, and I showed you a couple of the books that I got there. That's one of them. And when I was there, Chrissy was saying she recognised me from a book launch we had both been to, and that was the one by Alex Stewart, The Low Tox Life. Alex has a podcast by the same name and lots of e-courses. I highly recommend them. I'm not affiliated with either of these companies, but they are both fantastic and something we need to all get involved with, not, you know, making stuff if we can, but being keeping ourselves healthier and keeping the planet healthier as well. What I'm going to make today is not a screwdriver with vodka and orange juice, or I'm not drinking the vodka at all, so no drinks with the vodka, I'm sorry. I'm going to make some air freshener, and it's a very simple recipe. You just need some sort of alcohol, so like vodka, some water and an essential oil. I'm going to be using rose geranium because I think that will smell lovely, and essentially just mix it up, put it in this spray bottle, which I got at the Source bulk food store if anyone is looking for one, and there it goes. So I'm going to make a single amount first, and then depending on how much room's left in the bottle I might double it or just leave it and see how it goes. But I'm quite excited about this, to be making some of my own home things. That's all I'll be doing for now. A little bit busy being Christmas Eve and getting things ready, but this will be lovely. And it's done, and I'm really pleased with it. I ended up doubling the amount, and you can see there's still room in the bottle, but I don't think I could have gotten away with the third portion. So this is fine, and it smells really lovely. It was a bit hard to tell how many drops of the oil were coming out, so I just kind of kept shaking it and then smelt it when I thought it was enough, and it smells really nice. So that is going to go into the guest bathroom. I've labelled it just so, you know, people actually know what it is and don't think it's a cleaner or something. Very happy with that. Definitely recommend. I definitely recommend this book for sure, as well as Inspired Little Pot, though I don't believe the particular books I've got are available at the moment. I'll let you know when another one is, but Low Tox Life most definitely is. So yes, have a look, treat yourself, either for Christmas if you see this really soon, or a post-Christmas treat, a New Year treat for yourself. And just like Smudge sitting down to rest, so am I. I finished everything on my Christmas Eve to-do list. Of course, there's still a few things to organise in the morning, such as dressing salads, boiling the pasta for the pasta salad, etc. Oh, and I've got one more dressing to make tomorrow as well. But yes, for now, I'm pretty much done, I think. We'll just have a simple dinner, and then we can sit back and relax a little bit. So Damien's now doing some cleaning, because that was our swap for the day. I do all the cooking, he's doing the cleaning. So we're sort of taking turns tagging onto the couch, because Smudge has been very clingy as well. He only wants to be here if someone is with him. So I'm having, got my red wine, I've got it wedged in there, hoping it doesn't spill while I film this, should be fine. And I'm going to cast on my Christmas Eve cast on. I've decided to go for the Knit Picks Felice in the Firefighter. That was the colourway I was using recently to knit a hat. But I think it would be lovely for socks. And I'm going to be trying some 2mm DPNs. I usually use a 2.25 for socks, but I've been thinking I might like to try it with a thicker gauge, or a tighter gauge rather. So instead of 64 stitches, I'll do 68 on the 2mm. And Felice is a bit of a thicker sock yarn, so I think that's a good one to start with, to just, you know, try and make sure it's not too small. And I'll be wrapping up. I haven't finished tidying the table there, but over here you'll see there's several more balls of this colourway. Oh look, there's the broom. How exciting. Anyway, I'll be wrapping that up because YarnderWoman keeps asking me what she got me for Christmas. So I'm just going to wrap that up, and she can give that to me. It's a little bit of a white lie, but that's okay because she doesn't have to buy me anything, nor does she access her bank account now anyway. So yes, wasn't she clever getting me all that yarn in colours that I love. She knows me so well. So yes, cast on time, some wine, watching Smudge. Okay, Smudge and I have moved to another room because he kept jumping into all the dirt that the broom was sweeping up. And things are going well. He's now trying to dig his way through the couch. Anyway, also to clarify, just earlier I said about, you know, YarnderWoman not knowing what she got me for Christmas and that she doesn't use her bank account and all that. Just to clarify, if you're not aware, Mum has Alzheimer's, so that's what I'm referring to. And we don't expect gifts from her at all because that's not what Christmas and life is about. Is it, Smudgy? The best gift of all tomorrow will be that Mum can be with us for Christmas lunch and that she can get herself there. Well, get herself there. She can walk in the door. My brother will bring her in his car. And it's really lovely that we can celebrate. My brother and sister-in-law will be with us, my niece and nephew. Both my stepkids will be here. And Damien and I, of course. And of course, Smudgy. So yes, just to clarify, I'm going to keep an eye on this doggy and then maybe cast on my Christmas Eve cast on. Christmas Eve dinner. It's a mashup of things that are in the fridge. We've got some halloumi cheese that I'm going to be grilling. I'm then going to make avocado. I'm making avocado. There's an avocado. It's a bit hard to say. To make guacamole, but using basil instead of coriander. But I do have some jalapeno sauce. Got some cooked rice, sushi rice. Got some tuna. Damien will eat. Yeah, so it's a bit of a mashup, but hey, I think it'll all be still tasty, and best of all, it's all food we've already bought. It will free up some containers, which will help when I'm putting together all the food tomorrow. And it's all pretty healthy. Winning. Look, you can just see Smudge over there in the background. Oop. It's not Smudge, it's a sock. Smudge had been sitting there. Let's back away and pretend it was him again. Look, it's Smudge. On that note, I'm just going to get on with cooking. And here we have it, a very multicultural meal. We are going across the globe for this one, but bon appetit. So I'm out driving, not because I intended to, but we just took Smudge for a walk, and without being overly graphic, he's not usually one for doing number twos while we're out. But tonight he did, which is great in terms of him feeling more confident. It means he's, you know, more comfortable. But unfortunately we didn't have any bags with us, so I've just now driven back to where it occurred. But hey, you know, I to look at some Christmas lights on the drive back. Yes, I could have walked back, but it was right sort of at the beginning of, or you know, the halfway point of the walk before we turned back. So anyway, that's done. And now we're going to watch some Christmas shows. The ones that we traditionally like to watch are, it's the Justice League cartoon. The episode's called Comfort and Joy. And then also Shrek the Halls, which is the Shrek Christmas special. And then maybe some Christmas episodes of the TV show The Middle. Going with Patricia Rankin. Is that her name? Maybe Patricia Rankin is the woman from that English show. No, Patricia Rankin wrote Murder Mysteries. Anyway, yeah, we're going to watch some shows. I think I've gone a bit nuts, but I'm home now. Time for more red wine, I think. The drama. Woo! Batman. Wonder Woman! Everyone's favourite. Well, maybe not, but mine. Hot girl! She's pretty cool too. Okay, time for Comfort and Joy. Unfortunately, Wonder Woman isn't in this episode, but it is still very cool, and it's our Christmas Eve tradition. If we can stop Smudge biting us and terrorising. We can't see him anymore, but anyway. On with the show.
It's crazy for Christmas. We used to wrap his presents in lead foil so he couldn't peek.
You mean Santa wrapped them?
Oh, of course, dear. Now, John, Clark tells us you're on your own this year. We don't allow anyone to visit for the holidays without taking a present home with them.
But I brought no gift for you.
Nonsense. Your company is the only present we need. Our group at the community center always knits a few extra gifts.
It's lovely.
I wasn't sure about the size.
I can grow into it.
He's a shapeshifter.